So for this lesson is going to be, as you can see, we're going to work on gradients, and we're also going to be working on making the neon effect. So there's going to be two ways to do the neon effect. I'm going to show both ways, and I'm also going to show you the gradient. So let me just get rid of these things and get it back to what I started with in the first place. So I'm just going to make the font black for now so you can see. This is the font that is in your email, so you can use it. And then you're going to write it unicorn straight across the middle, and we're going to start with working on the gradients in the background and working on the gradients in the font. So I'm going to start with the font and how you make a custom gradient. So you're going to go ahead and double click on the font layer and bring up the layer styles, and then you're going to hit gradient overlay. So I have two, well, I did it a few times before I made this video, but I'm going to show you how to make these gradients. So I kind of like this one better than this one, but I can show you how to make both. So to start, it's always easier to create a custom gradient by using one of the gradient styles that's already there. So for this particular one, I used the Pride Inspired Gradient. So you're going to go ahead and click that one. And all you do is just change the colors to how you want them. So you click this here and you change the color. So it's going to bring up your color wheel here, and you're going to click the one that you want to work with. So the key to any unicorn theme is pastels. So you're going to make all the colors more pastel. So that means a pastel pink, a pastel blue, a pastel green. So if you change all these colors to the pastels that you want, I usually put the pink that I started with on the end as well. That's how you're going to get this effect here. And it will come up like this. So as you see, the colors can be a little condensed in the middle. So I wanted to do another gradient that was more like spread across. So what you do is you actually just going to remove some of the color files. So particularly the in pink one, you're going to delete that one. And then you're going to go ahead and delete this middle pink one. Oops, sorry. You're going to go ahead and delete the middle pink one. And it should give you a clean like gradient across going here. This looks more cohesive and more in style for the one that we're going to use. And you just hit OK in the gradient. If this is a gradient that you do want to reuse consistently, then you're going to press new. Pressing new is going to save the gradient on your gradient board here, and it's always going to be there for the future, so you can always go back and reuse it again. As you see, I have someone, because this blue one does not come with the gradients that's there already, nor did this one. These are the ones I made. You see it says custom, so those are all ones that I use frequently and that I made. So you hit OK, and you have your gradient. You can always change the way your gradient goes by changing the angle. So I can always hit it like right here, and it will go across this way and make it more diagonal. You could change it to like a radial so the colors go inward. You could do a reflected, you can do an angle, you can do a diamond. It's different ones. It goes on. It's better used with maybe 2 or 3 colors than how the gradient that we did. But I'm also gonna go back to linear, and it will fix it. And then you just hit OK. So actually wait, let me go back and put it back to where I had it at 0. Okay. Let me put it at 90. It's usually at a 90-degree angle, so I'm going to put it back at 90. And then we're going to have it this way. So from there, I'm actually going to remove the gradient, and I'm going to change the black to a white font. And then from there, you're just going to go straight down to your background layer. Your background layer should actually be locked. So go to the locked gradient layer and remove it. Go to the locked background layer and remove the lock. And then you're going to double click on your background layer and add the gradient. It should already bring the gradient that we were working with. So just put the gradient back. And now you have it in your background. So for your first assignment from this lesson, I want you to recreate the one we did with the gradient in the text, and then recreate this one with the gradient in the background. And then now we're going to work on the neon effect. So what you're going to do is, you already see that I have some styles here. So we're going to color overlay this because I actually think I want to make the unicorn pink and glow as a neon pink. So what you're going to do is color overlays is easy ways to change the color of your font without changing this color here. So you can always revert back to this color. So that's a standard that you may want to use when you're not really sure. So you keep the color, your main color, and you use a color overlay just to change the color of the font. So you're going to double click. And we're going to go with the color overlay. So I already have my pink here because I know that the pink that I want it to glow is a darker pink around here. So the darker color is usually going to be a glow color. What you're going to do is you're going to always make the main color of the font a lighter version of there. So I hit the pink here, so it's the lighter version of the glow color that we're going to use. And then you just hit OK. Now for the first effect, which is the effect that you see, you're going to hit outer glow. So standardly, it doesn't come like this. It usually comes maybe about like this. But in order to create the glow effect, you need to lessen the spread so it looks more as a transparent outburst. So you're going to lower the spread this way. As you can see the preview over here, you see the glow effect coming in. So you put it how you want it. I'm going to put it like right about here because this looks glowy enough for me. And you're going to hit OK. So this is our first way to create that neon effect. Now the second way, which is my favorite, but you can't really use it for script fonts. That's why you use the outer glow more for like thinner script fonts. But if you have a thick script font or just a regular thick font that's bold and you can actually take out the middle, you will see what I mean by that in a few, then you're going to want to use this way. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to rasterize this layer here. So I'm actually going to remove the outer glow because you don't need it. But we can keep the color overlay. And you're going to right click, like control click, and you're going to rasterize the type layer. So this is going to make, so this is one thing I want you to remember. Once you rasterize this layer, you cannot edit this text anymore. It is now a smart object. You will not be able to edit it. So make sure that this is the font and a style that you want to stick with, because if not, you'll be starting all over again. So I rasterize the layer, and you're just going to command, or you can control, or you can right click and just hit select all. It's going to select all that's in this box. And from there, you're going to actually go to select and modify. Now you're going to go ahead and you're going to hit contract. So I'm going to put it at about, I want to say 20 pixels that I want to contract. And you're going to hit OK. Oh no, that's not. That was my mistake. It's okay to make mistakes as long as you fix it. So I'm actually going to undo the contract, and let's try again. I'm going to hit modify, I'm going to hit contract, and let's maybe do 10. Perfect. So from here, now that it's contracted in, what you're going to do is you're going to hit the delete button. It will erase the inside. From here, you're just going to hit Command D or like Control D. It will undo the select. And you're going to double click. And you're going to put back your outer glow. And you can already see it glowing way better than it was. So I also like to add a drop shadow just a bit. And you take the angle and put it at about like a 120-degree angle. I hit enter because I'm so used to that, but you don't have to do that. But you're going to put it at a 120-degree angle, and you're just going to change the distance a little bit. And let's change the size a little bit. I'm going to put it at about 65. And I'm going to change the spread a bit. And this just makes the outside here just come out a bit more. It makes the font, like the thing we did with the font, it makes it come out more so it looks more of a glow that you hang on a wall. And you're just going to hit okay. And now you have two glow effects. So I want you to, for the glow effect, I want you to do a glow effect with the outside, just outer glow layer, and then I want you to contract your text and make this glow effect here. And you play around to see what you like, because when I learned, I didn't learn it like this. I learned it a different way, but I learned to create the glow effect that I like. So that's what I want you to do. So create a glow effect that you like, still using unicorn, and you can change the color how you want, but send it back to me so that I can see it. Or you just upload it to the assignment section, a part of this course, and I will send you feedback on it.